Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Guys, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? How is your COVID? How is your time going under lockdown, guys? How's your time going? I think so. Yeah, and by September they want to get everyone, all the adult population, get the first jab in their arm. It's a massive logistical, gargantuous task if you think about it. But yeah, the country's under this lockdown is far more strict, and I mean, I don't understand. Like certain places are open. Certain places are open. Like you had less death and less rates of infection in the first lockdown, but you had stricter regulations, and there are lots of cars on the road. I'll be absolutely honest with you. Me being one of them. Lots and lots of cars on the road. So when you step out, however, shopping areas are a lot more quieter. So this is a real psychological hit, a macro psychological hit to the population of the UK. That's what I would describe it as. It's just odd. You're not allowed to go out and live a normal life. Look, my COVID day, do you know what it consists of? I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. The first lockdown was better because I was waking up earlier at 9:30, 8. And when I'm working, I wake up at like 6:30, 7. Normally. So now, I mean, 10:30, 11. Yeah. I'm no joke. 10:30, 11. Cup of coffee, cup of green tea, and I ensure that there's a routine. Have a routine to your day. So alternating routine is 1 day off, turbo training, second day kettlebells and bands. Okay, really important. Really important. You have to have a routine. Just put the seat back down a bit. Have a routine. So I've got a 10 kilo kettlebell and I have a 12 kilo kettlebell. Yeah, definitely. Half an hour worth of bands, and then swing that kettlebell. In half an hour, I do 50 swings, and I do 10 reps, 10 repetitions of 50 swings each, and a 12 kilo kettlebell. I want to kind of move up to a 16 kilo. So I'll tell you what, 10 kilo was hard to hold. Cyclists, we don't have massive upper strength. And then, lunch, which consists of chicken breasts and a cup of soup. And then dinner, cruciferous vegetables. Get those ready. Have your vegetables, have your greens every day. Sugar snap, green beans, cauliflower, broccoli, carrots. Steam them, pressure cooker. Easiest way, honestly. Keep an eye on them, don't over pressurize them. And then just spend the rest of the day just watching the ever depressing headlines, basically. Have LBC on all day long, much to the disdain of my children. I'm just like that. I love listening and watching news. So the first lockdown, I was watching bodybuilders, how to use exercise bands, how to swing kettlebells. Now I've moved on in the third lockdown. I'm now learning how to I'm just watching outdoor camping videos. I've always been fascinated by the RV, the recreational vehicle in America. And at the minute I'm watching a guy called Mav on YouTube, and another guy called Field Days. He's an Australian guy. So what Field Day does, this Australian chap, what he does, he basically goes out to a deserted island. I kid you not, a deserted island, lives on the beach, all he's got is a fishing reel with him, a fishing rod, a small little mini fishing rod, and he has a GoPro, a couple of batteries for the GoPro, and that's it. The guy can start a fire, make a shelter out of palm leaves. It's absolutely amazing. Check his channel out, Field Days. Check that out. It's absolutely amazing. What's this homeboy doing? He's got like this guy's got, wow. He's got a private number plate. He's got a silver shadow. It appears to be a silver shadow Rolls Royce. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, check out Field Days. That's his YouTube channel, Field Days. Check him out. Yeah, really like good survival tips, ways to make shelters. God forbid, we never ever got. God, it's highly unlikely that I'll ever be caught up in that sort of situation. And when you're cycling, it's always good to have that sort of knowledge. But yeah, these things are intriguing, they're interesting. Check out Field Days. Check out Mav. The guy drives around in a Ford F-150 2011 MAV. 2011 Ford. It's not a pickup. What do they call them? Pickup trucks. Just trucks. American trucks. The thing is a 8-liter. No, V8 5-liter. V8 5-liter. That's the thing that David Beckham made famous, isn't it? Yeah, check that out. Check out Mav. So he just goes around fishing, basically. Just goes around fishing, just vlogging, or blogging, or is it vlogging? Yeah, check out Mav. Interesting channel. The thing with coronavirus, what I've noticed in the first, the second, and now the third lockdown is that people who are taking care of themselves are the ones who kind of aren't suffering. Yes, we are hearing of the cases, and these are few and far between, still few and far between. The average age of the person dying from corona is 80. And people with underlying health conditions, and I have to say, Joe Rogan highlighted it on his podcast, people who don't give a crap about their health. You know, they smoke, they're drinking, eating high cholesterol foods, you know, doing whatever the hell they want to do with their lives. You know, the people who are, you know, taking the right supplements, having a balanced diet, you know, these are the people who are, you know, making it to the other side. There's a third lockdown. I haven't had coronavirus yet. You know, boo to all those guys who are breaking lockdown rules, being absolute idiots, basically, ignoramuses. You know, I was also thinking about the fact that coronavirus here is something that we're going to be speaking about in decades, in years to come, if you think about it. I mean, think about it. In years and decades to come, my son, who's what, 13 now, will say, I was alive during the times of coronavirus, to his son, and your granddad was alive. Can you imagine that conversation taking place between my son and his son? And obviously I'll hopefully still be about. But can you imagine that taking place? Like, imagine like the Spanish flu, and kind of like think about it. The Spanish flu never really, it went away. We didn't eradicate the Spanish flu. It just went away. It could still be out there in some sort of mutated guise, of a hybrid somewhere hiding away. I don't know, somewhere. It kind of went away. We didn't totally eradicate the Spanish flu. But yeah, I kind of imagine many years, decades from now, my son speaking about the fact that, hey, coronavirus, you know, it took 80,000 lives, infected, you know, how many thousands of people. You know, it's shocking even now when you think about it. And this will be something that will go down in the history books. Who would have thought a little respiratory flu type virus from Wuhan, China, would do this, would cause this much destruction? No one would have thought that. But yeah, again, it's just shocking. It's just shocking. You know, I always think that when's it going to be my turn to get the virus? You know, I probably shouldn't really think like that. It's like fateful thinking. But you know, it's always at the back of your head. You know, where will it happen? Where will I contract it? Will it be in a supermarket? Even with all the precautions that we're taking and abiding by all the corona restrictions, will I pick up? Oh yeah, and there's a new piece of research out now. I think Boris Johnson raised it in his last press briefing, which is that please only pick up the food that you're going to purchase. Don't touch it otherwise. Please only pick up the food that you're going to purchase, because the virus can be, obviously, it can live on plastic surfaces for up to 72 hours. And I think the scientists were coming out with some really intelligent, I don't know if they're that intelligent, but some crazy solutions which were Wipe the packaging down with bleach. Wash vegetables. Your vegetables are going to be washed anyway, but wiping every piece of packaging down with a solution of water and bleach, I don't think so, man. Come on, I seriously don't think so. That's like, you know, I've done a whole lot of shopping from Lidl, about 40 quid's worth of shopping from Lidl. And unfortunately there is no social distancing in the supermarkets. This is not happening. Right, so how bad is this third wave? How bad is it? People, family, friends who live 5 doors away from me have been infected. 2 in a household. My good friend from childhood has been infected, down with corona. I go, he's fine now, they're both fine. But it's just shocking that this could happen to you. And I also wonder that when we're offered the vaccine by mid-September, what's it going to be like? Because I remember getting the flu virus quite a few times whilst I was at work, at full-time work, you know, in my previous occupations as a housing officer, and they used to offer the flu jab, and I used to get it. Some years I used to get it, some years I never used to get it. It's questionable exactly what it does, and I always wondered like, and it gives you a small flu. It gives you like a miniature type of flu. And I wonder, will the coronavirus jab, will it give you so as to battle the proper coronavirus God forbid, you do get infected after you have been vaccinated? I'll get some sort of inkling of exactly what the virus is like. Will it be similar to that? That's one of my questions. If anyone knows out there, will you get some sort of similar coronavirus-esque symptoms like coughing, shortness of breath, God forbid, high temperature? I wonder, because they're going to be injecting you with, obviously, you know, whether it's the Pfizer, AstraZeneca, BioNTech vaccine, and check it out. Apparently, Johnson & Johnson's pharmaceutical branch is working on a vaccine, and it's going to be a one jab vaccine. It's not going to be a double jab, first jab, and then 4 months later, you get your second jab. It'll be a one. They're working on it. It'll be fantastic. That will be a fantastic sort of solution to get the vaccine rolled out, massively. So yeah, it's yet to be seen. Let's see exactly what happens. But if anyone knows the answer for this particular question, will you suffer from mild coronavirus-esque symptoms such as shortness of breath, coughing fits? I wonder if it's going to be like the flu vaccine in that respect. But yeah, definitely that's going to be really interesting.